for Reagan and beyond, said it's the worst presidential address he's ever heard in his life. He said it was the number one least.
Okay, guys, you know what? Let's just stop. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of don't even care whatever they're talking about Biden's farewell speech. I want you to take a look at the screen and see who is sitting here with Megyn Kelly. After I have covered Anna Kasparian giving Megyn Kelly a hard time when Megyn Kelly was flipping out about Taylor Swift voting for the left, as if actors and actresses and singers don't do that, right? I thought it was crazy, too, when Megyn did that. What's going on here? But what's even worse is the fact that right after coming on here, Anna started talking trash about Megyn again. And yes, I know we're not supposed to be friends, but just stick with me and I'm going to tell you exactly why this is all. I just can't even take, like, what are we doing, right? So, like, you know, we'll cover a little bit of this, and then I'm going to show you exactly how it goes and why. You know, shout out to Anna. I know she's trying to do the best she can. I don't get mad at how anybody gets their bag. It may not necessarily be the way I would do it, but she's not me. We're not each other, right? So, whatever, let her do her thing. I get it, but we will talk about it. I'm so, like, what are you, okay, let's just go ahead and watch.
Effective, most painful speech he's ever heard. He said the first half, in his view, was written by AI, and the second was written by somebody who did policy back in 1975, who must be on the Biden staff, but he was completely underwhelmed. What did you think?
I agree 100%. It seemed like it was like mailed in by not only Biden, but the speechwriting staff of the White House. Like, they're probably thinking, okay, we've got another week to go. Let's just see what we can do, and just let's give this to the boss and let it rip, and then move on. Right, find our next job. It was also a bit of like a microcosm of the Biden presidency in that sense. In that, like.
All right, so we're just gonna move on to what Anna had to say about all this. I mean, the guy is doing a lot of talking, so she's just gonna go ahead and bring it. I mean, I know he's a Republican strategist or whatever. He's going to say Biden was sleepy or something. We already know. Let's just go ahead and get into Anna, cozying up.
The State of the Union speech, which the Biden administration had swore was going to be this, big energizing jolt to the American electorate to reframe the 2020 race. And, all of the reviews of that State of the Union, they all said that was going to be a game changer for their campaign. 48 hours later from the State of the Union, just like this, instantly forgettable. It's almost like I always call it like cotton candy messaging. Like, it melts on contact. No one's even going to remember it 48 hours from now.
Well, I mean, your hips remember the cotton candy, so there's that distinction. Here's one of the things, the galling things. Kevin mentions, George Soros.
Okay, so I got to move on. So, because, I don't understand. So, all right. I get it. There's two people there, right? And she ends up giving Anna quite a good amount of time to speak and stuff. But, well, I just want y'all to hear this.
America with a tech iron fist?
I mean, honestly, I agree with the message that Biden was trying to put out there in this speech, which I also agree. I had a difficult time getting through it. It was kind of boring for me. So I got through maybe 25%, tried to watch it multiple times, could not get through it. But in regard to the message that he's trying to put out there in regard to, corporate rule in America and money in politics in America, that is an accurate message. But you both make a great point about how money in politics has corrupted both political parties. And for the Democrats to pretend as though they're totally innocent of this is ridiculous to me, especially considering what we experienced in the last election cycle. I mean, Kamala Harris raised far more money than the Trump campaign did. And in fact, she raised far more dark money than the Trump campaign did.
Okay, let's everybody calm down. So, you know what I mean? So it's like, to me, it's like, like Anna's like, oh, I'm here on Megyn Kelly, so let me talk about the dark money that, what's the girl name? Kamala Harris raised, instead of Trump and all that. Y'all are going to get mad at me. And it's like, I know people can change their minds, but I can't keep up with the whiplash, Cenk was just on Piers Morgan, and Andrew Wilson just called him out for the same thing, okay? And look, I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago. I know that. But I can understand why Emma Vigeland says what she says about Anna. A little bit, I can. I do think that left-wing policies, like radical left-wing policies, are just absolutely simple. Like a lot of them are like insane to me, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we need to stop acting like in this free America that black folk can't get it together. I'm sorry, I just do not believe that. Okay, and I also don't believe in 10 million freaking illegal people coming into the country and then we just have to take care of them just because we have extra things. I don't believe that, but I can understand when it's like your messaging kind of changes depending on who you sit next to. And the thing is, it's really not easy to be your own self. I know it, but we'll take a little listen more to this, and then I'm going to show you her right after. I think she did the video on the same day or something. I don't know, because she caught some flack for going on Megyn Kelly, which, whatever, you went on Megyn Kelly, that's fine. And you also erased the videos that you made about Megyn Kelly. I know this because I went back looking for them because I've used them, because I've made them already, right? And they're not there. But then you caught the flack, so you had to come back and fix it. Hold on. I'm sorry. And by the way, guys, please don't forget the like and subscribe button and notification bell. And I'm sorry if I'm coming off with some petty cat fight, but it's just something to notice, right? And everybody's, funded. So it's something to notice.
And then she moved forward in essentially squandering all of that money. And I think this past election really shows the kind of grift that exists within our election cycles, because that money gets spent with all these consultants and all.
This is the girl telling you about grift. All right, let's just go ahead and show you the clip that I'm talking about.
She dresses like a prostitute. She looked like a hooker. At the inauguration, she wore a corset and she had her boobs on display. I can't with this woman.
Now, before she gets started, I don't know, the black shirt is a little different. The hair is kind of looser. But I think that Megyn Kelly is doing a bit much. This is not worth a discussion to me of what Lauren Sanchez had on the inauguration outfit. I want to be very clear. I don't care. I'm also not grifting to Lauren Sanchez. And I would not have covered this at all, even on a live stream. I wouldn't be like, yo, let's watch it. I just wouldn't. 7 minutes they spent on this, okay?
All right. Well, Megyn Kelly exercised her fashion police capabilities on her own podcast over what Jeff Bezos' fiance, Lauren Sanchez, wore during Donald Trump's inauguration. So there she is. You can see the white, suit that she's wearing with a lacy bra underneath. Now, look, I do want to do a quick fact check courtesy of our friends over at Mediaite. So the person who said no one should be talking about your breasts said that in the middle of a solid 10-minute rant on the exact subject. So look, I hate this. I don't think she was scantily clad. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't know why we're commenting on her outfit and making her out to be
For the same reason that you decided to cover her commenting on her outfit. Like, what are you doing? You cannot talk to. The only reason I'm covering her commenting on her outfit is because what is this? I'm sorry. What is this? I didn't want to do this with Anna. I really didn't, because I was like, oh, okay, she's growing, she's changing. But it's like, this to me is like begging for, the left to say like, no, I'm not friends with Megyn. I'm not friends. Like, yo, just be yourself, man. You went on the show. It's not a big deal. This episode is crazy to me. Maybe I'm just like tripping, but like it just is to me. It is an absolute whiplash moment.
Coulter, she said she looks like a prostitute. That's just insane. I think that's an insane thing to say. So I don't have any particular admiration for Lauren Sanchez. I remember her from back in the day when she was an on-air figure for Good Day LA, a local, state.
Now look at what we're talking about. And then Cenk goes in on it too.
Right? That's got more to do with you than it does with Lauren Sanchez. So,
yeah.
And there's something also, this is going to be misinterpreted in the beginning. Let me explain. Something magnetic about her, meaning that people can't help but comment about her, and I'm also guilty. And so I made a snide comment about her once, and then, and I don't think it was on air, but I don't remember. And then a couple of people I know said, "Oh, I actually know Lauren Sanchez, and she's in person. She's lovely. She's like really charming."
Okay. Oh, child. Hold on, but when I'm looking this, because we got a bit of and Coulter. Now this is and Coulter is herself. And Coulter will go on Megyn Kelly and still do this. She doesn't care. And shout out to Ann Coulter for this one. Now I just want to feel like
Let's take a look what Ann Coulter posted this year. And it was a photo shoot that Megyn Kelly did back in 2010. It was part of a GQ profile. I remember people shaming her for being scantily clad in that photo shoot. And it disgusted me because, number one, I thought she looked great. I think
okay, that's enough. Okay, you don't have to glaze anymore. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys what's going on with Anna Kasparian. She doesn't know what to do with herself, and I understand she gets a lot of flack. There's a lot going on and everything. People don't know whether to look left or right with Anna. They just don't know, And I understand, I get it. But like, this is weird to me. I just really thought it was like weird. Like the next day, how many views did this even get? This got 27,000 views. This is a joke, to be honest, considering the fact they have 6 million viewers. And I'm not at all this person who's going to say to you that, they're not getting numbers. Like, please believe me, they're getting more numbers than me. But this was just a, I think this was a sacrifice to the left to say, like, listen, I'm still the left. I honestly do. That's what I'm going to call it. I don't see the purpose. If Megyn would have did something worthy of talking about, right, I would have had more respect for her. But this right here is weak to me. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.